Hey guys, Todd Hampson here, and just wanted to share some exciting news with you. An offer that we're going to unpack. But first, I just want to talk about something that I'm seeing as I go around the country, as I travel and speak and that kind of thing. I bump into people who love the conferences, whether it's a one-day conference I do or a conference that I speak at, where there's a lot of other speakers there. We hear kind of the same thing over and over again, and it's this: I really need fellowship. I really need community. I need to connect regularly with other like minded believers who are looking at the world and getting their answers through the lens of the Bible. Bible prophecy right now is forming in our day. We're seeing so many trends, so many things that the Bible told us would be in the last days. We're seeing so many things happen, so many signs of the end time, so to speak. But unfortunately, a lot of churches and a lot of believers don't see it for some reason. I don't know if it's because they haven't studied Revelation or the enemy's done a great job of getting their eyes off of Bible prophecy in general. But as I show in my book, The Chronological Guide to Bible Prophecy, prophecy is in every single book of the Bible except for 3rd John and Philemon, two single chapter books in the New Testament. So you can't get away from it. It makes up over 25% of the Bible, and Jesus talked more about the end times than anybody else. He talked a lot about the end times. He talked about it in his second longest teaching in his ministry that's recorded in Scripture for us is the Olivet Discourse. That's all about the end times, and he gave that speech because his disciples asked him, what are the signs of the end times? What are the signs of your coming? So he didn't say, hey, don't worry about it, just trust me and keep moving forward. He didn't say that shouldn't be your focus. He gave them an entire chapter's worth of signs and directives that line up perfectly with the book of Revelation and Daniel and other areas that talk about eschatology and the end times. So it's an important topic. It's something we should be talking about. We should talk about the full counsel of God from Genesis to Revelation. I believe we should teach in depth because there's so much more in Scripture than most people bump into on an average Sunday in most churches in America. So I'm trying to help fill that gap, trying to help connect believers. And the other thing we hear, as if I didn't already mention it, is that believers need real fellowship. So we're trying to build the next best thing to people physically getting together each week, as in a church setting, is an online community where you can connect and meet other people. And also in that online community, it's called the Bible Prophecy Community. We have all kinds of things from book clubs to monthly Q&As that I do where I get to see you face to face and answer your questions and talk about Bible prophecy. We post relevant links each week. We post questions. We post activities that you could do and even challenges. Like if we kind of challenge you, like we recently did one, we challenged people to sit down, to pick a time and read the entire book of Revelation from start to finish in one sitting. So that was a really unique challenge, and people got a lot out of it. Most people had never done that before, so they were surprised to discover, number one, that they could do it, and number two, how they understood the full context of the book of Revelation better by reading it all in one sitting. So, and we also try to equip people and basically help train people so that they can teach small groups and lead other people in a discussion about Bible prophecy. And of course, the most important thing we can do is leverage these times to tell lost people about the Lord, because even the lost, even the secular world is witnessing what's going on in the world and wondering why it's the way it is. So honestly, there's no excuse for us as believers not to leverage these times to tell the world about Christ through the compelling proof of fulfilled Bible prophecy that proves the Bible's from God, and the forming prophecies that we're seeing in our day, the signs of the end times. So we're trying to do that in the context of community. So that's what we're doing. And here's a really exciting thing. One of the main reasons I'm recording this video, other than to invite you to the Bible prophecy community, is to tell you that we're running a special. For 30 days, you can join the Bible prophecy community for $1. We wanted to lower the barrier of entry as much as possible, just so people would check it out. We believe you'll be blessed by it. And again, $1, it's a no-brainer. It's something you should check out. We'd love to see you there. So for 30 days, for a short time only, we're offering this special for $1 for 30 days. You can check out the links and the information below to join and to get more information. But I would personally love to see you there. I'd love to see you in the live Q&A where we get to see you face to face. And I'd love to see you just in the community, interacting with other believers, building fellowship, building relationships where you can encourage one another. Hebrews 10:25 says, do not neglect assembling together. And that's what we're trying to do. Even though we can't do it physically, we're trying to do it remotely. But do not neglect the assembling of ourselves together, encouraging one another all the more as you see the day approaching. So that's the driving verse, the driving force behind the Bible Prophecy community. Again, for $1, you can join for 30 days just to check it out. I'd love to see you there, and I hope to see you there. Talk to you soon.